you can talk us through the blow-ups out there in the middle today and how intense it sort of got out there.
Yeah, I don't know if the temperatures got to 40 degrees plus, but I think it was getting to a few people out there. But that's cricket; it happens. And you know, when some decisions don't go your way, you know, you get bowled off a no ball, and you know, it's what happens in cricket. You know, they're always gonna come at you, and you got to try and learn to bite your tongue a bit. And sometimes we don't. That's cricket.
How would you describe the current state of the wicket?
At the moment, it's hard to score when the ball gets older. There's obviously a nice rough area out there for Nathan Lyon to bowl at, and we saw that in the first innings. He was hitting it pretty much every delivery, and I think that's going to be the key for us tomorrow. You know, we're going to try and take early wickets with that new ball, and once it gets older, we're going to try and use the conditions to get the ball going reverse.
Dave, speaking of Nathan, I suppose a knock on him, fairly or otherwise, is that been bowling on the fourth innings. How do you think he'll go tomorrow with the confidence of having that 5 wickets from today and yesterday?
Well, we've seen how much he's evolved in the last 12 to 18 months. He's worked hard at his game. He's now got a 5-wicket haul in the first innings. There's no reason why he can't come out tomorrow with his tail up and help us take these 10 wickets.
Were you a bit surprised at the send-off you did get, given the state of the game and where the scoreboard was at?
Yeah, that's cricket. It's what happens. Is things have happened in the past. Things have happened in IPL as well. There's a few send-offs here and there, but I think just because he was bowling, it was probably his last over of his spell, and he got another one next over. But he bowled pretty well, bowled tight, and he thought that he deserved that reward. And it's unlucky that happens in cricket that you bowl no balls.
Dave, had there been any kind of, I suppose, resolution to that by the time your innings had concluded, or was it still pretty tense even to the moment you got out?
No, I just think it's just how cricket's played. When things don't go your way, and you sort of get that adrenaline. Like for me to look at that and him bowl that no ball and me come back in and sort of go at him a little bit. I shouldn't have, but it got me into another contest. I had to regroup and start again from there. And as I say, that's what happens in cricket. You got to try and keep riding that roller coaster as much as you can.
Dave, that's 6 centuries this year. I think 3 in the last 3 tests, 2 in this game. Do you feel like you're in the form of your career?
Yeah, well, I haven't done it before, so I think so. But as I said, you got to keep riding this roller coaster and keep doing my job for the team, and that's scoring runs at the top. Sometimes there is an advantage batting at the top of the order. You get to try and bat as long as you can, as big as you can. So, for me now, it's about when I'm getting those hundreds, I've got to make big hundreds and turn them into double hundreds for the team. And that's my next goal. Once I'm in, I've got to try and go big, like Michael Clark did against India last time. Double hundred after double hundred. They're the achievements that you want, and they're the ones that get recognised a lot.
Gentleman at the back, near a lead.
David, we've lost 7 overs today, despite the extra half an hour. And this could be crucial overs in terms of setting up a declaration. Is it frustrating that any penalty for that would not have any impact on this match?
You can't help rain delays, for one, and that's how cricket is. We got, I think, 98 overs tomorrow. We've got to try and hustle through our overs to try and take 10 wickets. And, given this wicket at the moment, definitely will be 10 chances tomorrow.
Yesterday, when Kohli got injured, it seemed that he was in a family setting because the opposition looked equally worried. And this is in sharp contrast to what happened today, where it just seemed for a few minutes that the filial spirit had just gone out of the way. How do you talk about it?
Is that when Virat got hit?
No, yeah. Yesterday, when Virat got hit, it seemed that as if he was in a family setting because the opposition seemed equally worried, which was in sharp contrast to what happened today.
Yeah, well, given the last week and a half, it's quite tough when someone gets hit in the head. Now that you sit back and just you hope he's okay. That's what you have to do. And we play the game within the spirit of the game. And then when we play tough, we play tough cricket, and that's getting verbal. But when someone gets hurt, you're always going to be there, and you're going to give them sympathy. You have to.